Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of our new media studio. We're going to talk about the book club today.
Karen Greer, a hygienist from the Furcrest office and also the Light Dental Studios librarian. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the book club and how it started?
Sure. It started because I was thinking about the ambassador program, and I love to read. I'm a very good reader, and it comes very easily to me, and I love it. And so, but I realized that not everybody's like me, and so I was trying to think of a way that if we had a book club, it might make it easier for people that aren't great readers or don't love to read to have the accountability to get through their 3 books in a year. And so that was kind of the plan, was if we had a meeting every other month and we started earlier in the year, we would have time to read 3 books, to get the ambassador.
So when is the next book club, Karen?
It's going to be on Friday, January 24th, and it's at the UP office. And we start at 6, but if you work that day and it takes you a little while to get there, don't worry, we'll be eating. So it always takes a little while for us to get through the food. This time it's going to be a chili cook-off. So there'll be a sign-up sheet on either Facebook or Slack or something. Information will be coming soon for you to sign up for what you want to bring.
We do fun events too. So like one of the really fun things we did is we read The Boys in the Boat, which was about the 1936 gold medal winners at the University of Washington.
Yay.
And then we went up there. Do you want to just talk about that a little bit?
Well, I searched to see, I don't remember what made me think of it, but I searched to see if there was a tour up there to see all the stuff that they did. And it turns out that there is. And there's a really fun tour. So we went up there and we got to see the boathouse that they trained out of and the boathouse where Pocock built the boats and everything. And the actual boat that they that they raced in is hanging in the new boathouse. And learned a whole bunch of stuff about it. It was very fun. And then you took us out to a wonderful dinner, which was very nice of you.
There's so many wonderful things about the book club that you get out of it from just being together instead of just reading by yourself. And one of the great things that I remember about going up to the UW is that gal that was giving the tour. She talked about something called swing. And has just always stuck with me because it's a great metaphor for life in general. But I'll just share it with everybody quick. But she said that the difference between rowing in crew versus any other team sport is that crew, they have to be in sync. Like everybody has the same job. It's not like different players have different jobs. And so she talked about this thing called swing, and it only happens I think she said it only happened to her 4 times in the course of her career. But she said you live for those moments because it's the moment in which everybody is rowing at the same time, doing the exact same motion, and the boat hits kind of a peak. And they all know when they're there. And she said, and it was kind of cool how she talked about it, because she said the neat thing about it is that when you are in swing, you all know. You know that the others know, but no one talks. And it can happen at any given time. It can be in a race. It can be on a windy day. But there's a point at which everybody is in complete sync. And I just think it's kind of cool to think about life, too, because one of the things I think about Light Dental Studios is that oftentimes every day is a bit of a struggle, and there are the ups and downs. But we have these little moments when we come together and we realize that we're in swing, or that we're all rowing in the same direction, and it feels really good. And I live for those moments too.
Absolutely.
One thing I would like to hear about, because I know you've been doing it over the past year, is there's the opportunity for people that want to become ambassadors and have read their 3 books, but they don't really want to write the book report. They don't want to sit down and write it out. They want to have more of a conversation. And so can you speak a little bit about the opportunity to do the verbal or the oral book report to get ambassador status?
Yeah. If you come to a book club, you can always do it just, verbally with me or Dr. Dunn or Broughton or Ashley even, any of us really. But I've met with people after work in the evenings to do them. I had one girl do all 3 of hers at the same time because it just worked easier. And, it's the same premise as writing it out. It's just, tell us about the book and then tell us how it relates to the core values. And then we, it's just some people, it's easier to do it verbally than it is to write it down. They're not big writers, and that's okay.
Yeah. And what I really like about the ambassador program is it's for those of you that are interested in diving in deeper to understand the core values, figuring out how you can apply them in your life so that you have that opportunity for, a greater role within the company. That opportunity is available for you. And I know those that have taken advantage of that and read the books, whether it's the 3 that's the minimum requirement, or continued to read and come to the book club. You can see when people are reading certain books, they're focused on those core values and they're applying it in the things that they're going through in their daily life, whether it's at work or at home. And I just think it's really neat to see people develop and better their lives overall.
Yeah. We've changed it a little bit from my original thought was that we would have like 2 books that everybody was reading and then we would talk about, and we've kind of shifted it a little bit. The last book club ended up being really fun, and so we're doing just 1 book that everybody can read if they want to. For January, it's going to be Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. I think there's still 1 copy in the library available. If anybody wants to check it out, just let me know. But then we're also giving everybody the opportunity to any book you want, even if it's not on the Light Dental Studios list. If it's an inspirational story, a leadership, motivational, any kind of a book like that, if you're interested in reading it, go ahead and read it ahead of the book club, and then come, and when we're sitting in our circle, you can just tell us about it and how it relates to the core values, kind of like doing a little book report. And then we can discuss it, and you never know, we might end up adding it onto the list because we've decided we want to keep building the library.
Thank you, Karen. Thanks for all the work that you put into it. We appreciate it so much. I know it just takes a lot of time to plan.
It's been fun.
So
I've enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thank you. Everybody join.
Absolutely.
Come with us. It's really fun. So
The Slack channel is #dinner and book club.
Yes.